Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. It's what, a quarter to 2 o'clock in the afternoon on this 10th of March, 2026. I'm JP, and my friends call me Jeeps. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, and hopefully you guys are not having any problems with YouTube, because for the past 2 hours, I've been having trouble logging in, and a lot of people complaining that it is slow. I think a lot of people just gave up on YouTube for the moment. But hopefully you guys will tune into this stream. Hopefully it's working. Hopefully it's being broadcast, etc., etc. I'm going to even do a little test here myself. Oops. Did it just kick me out of that? Okay, it did. I just want to see if... Okay, well, it is. It is being broadcast. Okay. Upcoming. They've gone back to two tracks. Oh, so it's just loading in now. It's not going to be ready yet. Yeah, and another thing here. Usually the races have been at 2 o'clock. This week it is at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So I was hoping to get some 20 minutes practice before the race, but I got an hour and 15 minutes before the race. So let's go back to online. Dailies. I want to practice a little bit the hypercars.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Good morning."
Oh, good afternoon. Good morning to yous. How are you today?
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Doing well, and you?"
Could be better. YouTube has been struggling for the past 2 hours. I also lost my internet, which came back pretty quickly. But yeah, and the storm hasn't even started. It's supposed to start tomorrow. We're supposed to get 40 centimeters of snow tomorrow, which is quite sad because there's about 6 inches to a foot of snow now. It all melted with all the rain we had. So yeah, not looking forward to tomorrow. Other than that, I'm doing good. Ooh, everybody's hitting the track here. Alright. So initially I signed up for the hypercars for the league.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Just some light flurries expected then. LOL."
Yeah, not really. So I signed up for the hypercars, and last night we had a practice. And as I'm about to log in to the server, it gives you the choice of hypercars or GT3s. And I'm like, why is it giving me the option to select the hypercar? And it's because, well, currently the league has hypercars. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm going to be driving a hypercar, so I better practice. And instead of taking the Valkyrie, I decided to take the Toyota, since I made a livery for it. So I'm going to try my Castrol Toyota. And boy, oh boy, did I have trouble with that. See, I've only been using the Valkyrie, which you don't have to struggle with the energies and all that crap. But with the Toyota, every time I would go to brake, I'd lose the rear. Then halfway through a corner, the rear would just take off on me. And Larson's like, well, did you adjust your regen and all that stuff? And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So it was only me and Larson in a hypercars, because Larson also decided to go hypercars this season. Everybody else was in the GT3. And Larson took this Peugeot, the wingless Peugeot. So anyways, after the practice, they gave me a couple of YouTubes to watch on hypercars. So I did a few adjustments to the Toyota. I was no longer losing the rear under braking. But midway through a corner, the rear would still take off on me on occasion. And I tried playing with settings and all of that stuff, and I just couldn't figure it out. So I figured I'd try another car. And Larson was... Whoa! What an idiot! Man, it takes me 5 laps to warm up these tires. Dog nabbit. Did I click to start? I guess it's just slow. Nobody's coming. Okay. And he was saying, well, this is probably the sleeper car. So for the fun of it, I decided to take it out on the track and just try it out. And surprisingly enough, for a car that has no rear wing, I'm not losing the rear when I'm turning into corners. It's actually easy to drive once the tires are warmed up. So, made a livery for it and trying it out. So, I logged in and I thought that my championship race would be at 2 o'clock. Turns out that they changed that to 3 o'clock. Whoa! See, this is what was happening to me constantly in the Toyota, even on super warm tires. Whoops, a little bit too much. We were going down Lucelle, and every couple of corners with the Toyota, I'd lose the rear. Tried Packers, tried raising it, tried lowering it, tried all kinds of stuff with the Toyota. I couldn't figure it out. Thank you, Cat. But the Peugeot just feels like the Valkyrie. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna practice with it a little bit more. since I got an hour or something before my race, and Monza's gonna be in the rain. Halfway through the race, there's gonna be rain for the championship. I did not know that. Finally a track that I could maybe do well, but then it's gonna be in the rain. So yeah, long story short, that's pretty much the long version, I guess. Yeah, the videos that they gave me, I think it was our Newt, but he hasn't done much racing, mostly just in the Ferrari and the Toyota. I'm like, great, I'm gonna get hints for the Toyota, but not really. He just gave very general stuff. So it really wasn't much help. But I tried playing around with the Toyota and couldn't figure how to get the rear to stick in corners. And our news like, okay, well the gas is on or off. There is no moderating the pedal, but man, I had max traction control. I was moderating the throttle, and I would still lose the Toyota's rear. And I can't wait for these tires to warm up. Should probably put some blanking on this track here. You guys still there? Is this stream still broadcasting? You've been very quiet. Or maybe you had another phone call or something. Okay, where's that guy going? No, Rick, you're not going out. Rick! Okay, I'm gonna get mad. Oops, I hit the sign. I said no. You there, you stop that. No.
Justin Slim Friesen says. So did Larson explain the battery to you, and why you never wanted it 100%?
Yeah, a little bit. But the thing is that he says like your MDF, so I go to the MDF, but I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do. So I changed the virtual energy thing, and that's not what you needed to do. You know, you kind of need to play around with the brake migration. The motor map, the regen levels. You kind of need to play around with those things. So he didn't get specific. He just told me that is what was causing me the issue when I was braking. Because I set up my pedal, you know, not to lock up or anything.
Justin Slim Friesen says, set a button to change the regen.
Well, I don't really need to because I only need to set it to max. So once you set up the car, you set up the car. Some people play with the brake bias though. Either more in the front or more on the rear.
Justin Slim Friesen says, most important thing is don't ever let the battery charge fully to 100%.
So it was all very confusing. So he says that was my problem, and that's why after the training they gave me a video, but the video wasn't very helpful much. I'm gonna need some blanking here because my tires stay cold for a long time. This little Peugeot, other than that, is pretty easy to drive for the most part. Like once I set it up for what I wanted, I felt like it behaves really nice. Well, easier for me to drive. It was pretty funny because, I figured, okay, I'm taking a hypercar. I'll be able to follow the GT3s at least. Not even. That brake regen thing is a pain in the butt.
That time was a 2:07.99.
Justin Slim Friesen says, the car regans the battery by turning a turbine, which will significantly brake the car. At 100% charge, the regan turns off. Justin Slim Friesen says, and suddenly you are only using the brake pads, and lose a big amount of braking.
That's not the problem it was giving me. It was just locking up. Like, you go to stop, and like, I barely have any pressure on the rear, right? It takes me a long time to brake to get to a corner here. But at the last moment, the rear would just spin out. Constantly.
Justin Slim Friesen says, also, the battery doesn't add power, but rather reduces fuel use.
Yes, I know that. I don't care about the fuel use and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not that good of a driver, but if I can stay on the track, it's funny because my ranking always goes up when I do the prototype or the hypercar races, and every time I do the GT3s, my ranking goes down. So I've done a couple of these, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but apparently I'm a better driver. It makes no sense. Yeah, so they say all of that, but like, what are you supposed to change? Where are you supposed to change it? What kind of changes do I need to make depending on what I want to achieve?
Justin says, I know, but for pit stops you will need to pay attention to the fuel, not just the VE.
Well, I just need to finish my races. Everybody was like, yeah, currently we only have 7 people in the hypercars. So that's not going to be enough, so he might actually pull the plug on it. So I might be switching back to a GT3 car. But even if we had 10 or 12 people, the guys were saying yesterday that most of them start off, but by the end of the championship, there's only 3 people left. I'm like, cool. I mean, that's going to be an easy podium for me. So whether I know how to fuel or not, or how I do anything, I might finish 3rd. See, my tires are not getting warm. It's taking me forever. I need to...
Justin Slim Friesen says, attendance always dips. Unfortunate, but true.
Yeah, well, it was the same thing with the GT3s. Okay, we are gonna need a lot of blanking here.
Pukey 2488 says, hey.
Hey Pookie, how are you today?
Pukey2488 says, "You are streaming early today."
Yeah, because I thought that I would be having my championship race at 2 o'clock, so I wanted to start streaming at 1:30, but turns out the race is at, see, I'm going through 10% of my tires, and they're not even warm. That makes no sense. I'm probably not even having enough blanking now, as it is. So yeah, the championship is at 3 o'clock, so in 20 some minutes I'll stop practicing the hypercars and go to the championship. Ricky, you're just coming to see me because you want something. You're not here to just spend time with me. You want something. No, baby. Whoa! Dang it. Okay. That was really bad of me. Oops, I need to actually change those tires. A little bit distracted by the cat here. Man, it makes it really hard to drive when he goes in front of the tracking. Okay, be careful on the traction control. I'm so glad he says power is all on or all off. See, our news stuff is not helping. Oh, cat, come on. I have no idea where I'm going here. Man, how do people do a first lap? Like, really? On cold tires? Oh, very slippery. Oh, come on. But yeah, the Valkyrie made things a lot easier and unsuspecting how complicated hypercars are. And like Larson was also saying yesterday, unlike the GT3 cars where if you don't want to lose the rear end, like you add a packer to the front to stabilize the car in the corner, if you do the same thing in hypercars, it might have the opposite effect. So not only are you going to have to change the front, but you're also going to have to change the rear to compensate. Like hypercars are a lot harder to tune because one click here will change how the car behaves in so many other ways. Oh man, what's with these 30-minute practices? This makes no sense. Well, at least I got some blanking done. Ah. But yeah, the Peugeot's a lot easier to drive than the Toyota.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Much more aero-sensitive for sure.
Yeah, well, you change the brake bias, it'll change a lot of things, and like you really need to try to find where the wheels will lock up all four of them at the same time. And I don't have the patience for that. And they will also change it depending on the corners on the track. So people are playing with their settings as they're driving, which, you know, other than the traction control, I don't really do. Okay, time for a smoke screen here. Uh, okay, let's go see what's happening at the championship. Why is it out of sync here? Like 13, 15, then 17, 20? Why did they put the 13 here underneath? I don't get that. But yeah, we're going to have some rain. I'm almost willing to try it and not put any tires, but seems like I did that the other day and it didn't work out for me, so I'm going to switch to wet tires. Not that it really helps my driving much, but it does help a little bit. But the practice is not in the rain, so why would I practice when there's no rain? That's what I don't understand. Why they don't have any rain in the practice session. No, you're not going out. Man, is he a pain in the butt. Okay, let's get used to the McLaren again. Oh, got no force feedback. There we go. Oh, probably should change my braking, right? as I'm set up for hypercars. Oh, and there's another update to the pit house, which I will not do at this moment. Okay, let's get back to it. I gotta remember this is not the big curve. See, already my tires are warmer than the hypercars. Not by much, though. Oh, we have strict track conditions. Okay. Oh, forgot. Almost forgot. I've been doing Curvy Grande too much lately. My cat is really antsy. No, you're not going out, Rick. Stop being a pain in the butt. I don't know how I'm gonna do this in the rain, though. I haven't really practiced rain racing. Hopefully avoid the accidents at the start. Hopefully avoid the accidents as the rain is coming. Hopefully avoid the cars that did not put wet tires on.
Lap 2, 04.17.
Well, I guess it's good that I am practicing a little bit. It's good that I get used to start braking there. But if we do go to GT3s and they drop the hypercars, it's still a good thing that I practiced the track with you a couple of days ago. Because let's just say that I wasn't able to keep the car on the track yesterday, not even for one lap. It was very, very frustrating. Although I took it with a grain of salt because I have no idea what I'm doing in hypercars.
That time was a 2:01.31.
Isn't the Mercedes gonna pass me here? Oh, I forgot to check the shipping this morning. I was having so many issues just trying to log into my YouTube account. I thought my channel was gone. Like, my YouTube thing was not doing anything. It was just saying, oops, something went wrong. So I manually went to my channel to see if it was actually still alive and existing. You never know, maybe I said something or did something during a stream that got my channel pulled or something. Like one day, I thought I stopped the stream and I didn't. And then I watched a movie. So although there wasn't any picture, during the stream, you could still hear the sound, and yeah, that got picked up. That gave me a strike. 3 strikes, you're out.
0.07.
Still 30 minutes before the race. Why did they go and change the time of the races for this one? Rick, I said no. Cat's got cabin fever and spring fever and all kinds of fevers. He's driving me nuts.
Lap 157.50.
Orange cats. Oop, already need fuel. Okay. Ugh. Need wet tires, even though not really. Actually, I'm a little bit hungry. I should probably get myself a snack or sandwich or something before the race starts. Ooh, I didn't break enough there. Yeah, 27
Lap
minutes.
156.65.
Alright, let's make ourselves a quick sandwich and I will be back, folks. No. 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 Can you guys constantly hear him hollering? Well, he's a pain in the butt. Well, the Lambos are still fast.
The Viking Simmer says, hello.
Hey, how's it going, Viking? Sorry I wasn't talking much last night. Trying to figure out the hypercars. Is everybody driving a Lambo?
The Viking Simmer says, good, just sitting at another appointment.
Oh, bummer. I'm just eating myself a sandwich here before the race starts in 20 some minutes.
The Viking Simmer says, got on last night to get more practice.
Always a good thing. Practice is always a good thing. For me, every time I get on is practice for me. There wasn't many people at the practice yesterday. I was surprised to see how few people were there, actually.
The Viking Simmer says, I love that I have my chair lift now. It's so nice to go up after the race and not have my knees buckle from under me.
Well, good to hear that it's changing your life. I need to reload all these liveries. Nope, is my game crashing? Nope, okay. Oh, you need to change the
The Viking
keyboard.
Simmer says, I was keeping up with Clifford for a while there till I lost control.
Well, I wasn't keeping up with anybody because I kept losing control. Figured, oh yeah, hypercar, I'll be able to follow the GT3s. Not even.
The Viking Simmer says, there is talk there won't be enough hypercars, so it just might be another GT3 event.
Yeah, I know. I know. Well, see, people like Larson are, you know, they want to do something different. Not always race with the Ferrari. And because there's not enough people, I'd figured, you know what, I'll go in the hypercars. And I know I'm not much of competition, but at least it's one more car to pass on the track.
The Viking Simmer says, if I need to I can go hyper.
Well, they need 10 people, so we'll see.
The Viking Simmer says, I haven't even tried it, but I'm willing to, so we can have more types of cars on track.
Well, if you don't want to run into problems like I had yesterday, you might want to go with the Valkyrie. Because the Valkyrie is pretty much just drive it and go. Whereas if you take another one of those hypercars, then you have to do the battery regen, the braking regen. You gotta play with a whole bunch of things to get the car to stay on the track. Which I was not aware of. I was made aware of all that yesterday. Because up until now, I've been only using the Valkyrie. So last night was a real eye-opening experience. But up to you, because we do need 3 more drivers. So if any of my viewers wants to join the league in hypercars, please do so. Even if you're not good at it, we can have a lot of fun. I actually like this guy's livery. Like, I enjoy doing lines, but I never know how to cut them up.
Justin Slim Friesen says, drive what you want to drive. Nothing worse than feeling trapped in a league while not enjoying it.
Well, true that. On the other hand, you know, in the hypercars, even if I'm the last guy, you know, position-wise, I'm still going to be passing a couple of GT3 cars. So I'm still going to have the feeling that I'm actually racing and that I'm not all by myself. Even though I'm, probably 3 laps down from the leaders, I'm still going to be passing cars on the track, so that'll be fun for me. Whereas when you're last in the GT3 car, and it's just people lapping you and you never get to pass anybody.
He is going to be racing the GT3S for position.
Exactly. I really like this guy's livery. He did a nice job of it. I like people cutting up lines.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL.
But it's easier said than done, because I thought I would be able to do that last night, and I couldn't complete one single lap without crashing out. Because I didn't know how the regen and all that stuff worked.
Justin Slim Friesen says, you remember when the first race is?
Yeah, it's next week. Not this week. Next week. So I should be getting my pedals by then. Oh, which reminds me to go and check the shipping and tracking and stuff. Because the last time I looked, it was now in Kentucky somewheres.
Justin Slim Friesen says, so we are getting close to the deadline for hypercar signups.
Yes, it has to be done this week.
Justin Slim Friesen says, would be nice to have 2 classes out there, but looking like another GT3 only season again.
Well, not if Viking and you switch over to hypercars. Come on, show your stuff. You said that every once in the blue moon you like going to hypercars. Do something different. Or not. So it's still saying Monday between 11 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Used to main the hypers on iRacing. Got so fed up with them though.
Okay, well, follow your advice and just do what you feel like doing. I don't really like this guy's
Viking
livery.
Simmer says. But I have my outfit set up for this as McLaren. I have the shirt and the orange gloves, lol.
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I can make you an orange livery for whatever hypercar you want to drive. Duh.
The Viking Simmer says. I just wished there was a McLaren Hyper. Justin Slim Friesen says. LOL. Locked in I guess.
LOL. I've changed my car. I went on to SimGrid and changed it to the Peugeot. I had the Aston Martin down, and yesterday I took the Toyota, thinking that maybe I'd be using the Toyota. But no matter what I do, I lose the rear of the Toyota. And after trying the Peugeot, I'm like, wow, this is day and night. Actually, the Aston is quite a very good hypercar too, honestly. So far, that's all I've been using in the hypers, and it hasn't given me any trouble whatsoever. Ooh, there's actually rain in the practice here for the 2 minutes remaining. Really? Man, I wish there would have been rain a lot earlier for the practice. Dang it. Okay. Almost 5 minutes to the race here, so let's get out of this. Oh boy. No, you're not going out, cat. You're a pain in the butt. It's the first time I have an orange cat, and I have to admit that what people are saying about orange cats is
The
true.
Viking Simmer says. Got these gloves.
Ooh, it completely kicked me back out to here. Okay. Rick, no. Stop it. No. Ah. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 45 minutes. For a total of an hour, fuel times 2. And the track limits are strict. You're a pain in the butt, you know that? When orange cats have something on the brain, they have nothing else. I tried feeding him, tried throwing the mouse around. He just wants to go back outside. And no, you're staying in. Time to come in, big baby. You're really trying hard to convince me, eh? Not gonna happen, because I know once I let him out, 15 minutes later he's gonna want to come back in, and I'm gonna be in the middle of my race. Man, this is the worst part of it all. Just waiting. Oh, so that's Ferrari is gonna be here. Oh, and is that dude gonna be in this race as well? It was Daniel something, but that's not his last name. Any other Daniels here? The guy that crashed into me on purpose? Why do they have the load more? Well, it doesn't seem like he's in this race, but he was in Friday's race, so
Justin
maybe he
Slim
just...
Friesen says, BTW. My buddy got a clean bill of health. He's back home now, on some anti-blood clotting stuff, can't drive for about a month, but otherwise he's fine.
Yeah, he's got to take it really easy. The thing is that if this is his first time, it's said that it's a lot easier to have a second one shortly after. So once you have a stroke, you really, really have to take it easy. Not to
Justin
get
Slim
another
Friesen
one.
says, yup.
Not to get another one. Because even if you survive a stroke, it could leave you paralyzed. It could, do some brain damage. It could do all kinds of things. So you really want to avoid that. My cat is not gonna let me drive. At least I got a good excuse, right, kitty? You're gonna make me go again Friday? He's really not happy. Oh, almost time to clicky the button. Oh, kitty cat, you're making time fly, you know that? Those 2.5 minutes that usually feels like 15 minutes went by quickly. Thanks, kitty. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do more hypercars from now on, though. I usually do one a week, one race a week. but I'll try to do more. And when hosting servers, I'll do the same. In a sense that I won't necessarily be racing in hypers, but I'll let them on the track. Since there's so few people that join the servers. But one thing I didn't understand yesterday that Arno was talking about in his video is that apparently not in this game. This game, the electric motors or generator just goes to the rear wheels. But there's some hypercars that are four-wheel drive, and it's the front wheels that are electric. Which, that's why I say, I watched this video and it actually left me more confused about how much he talks about everything else except that what we're here to learn about hypercars in this game. Like, to my knowledge, these cars are not four-wheel drive, so everything he was saying left me confused.
Says, LMDH are rear wheel only, I think.
See, all of that just left me so confused. I need to find a better hypercar video.
Justin Slim Friesen says, Hypers are four-wheel, the electric motor powers the fronts, and the ICU powers the rear.
So are hypercars in this game four-wheel drive? Because they feel rear-wheel drive.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I could have those classes backward though. I get confused. Justin Slim Friesen says, not all are.
Well, I have a feeling that none of them are. See, that's, you know, I'm just...
Justin Slim Friesen says, the Ferrari is, I know that.
Oh, okay. What are you doing, kitty cat? Trying to get him off? Okay, get off. Okay. There you go. You got more room. Why are people already on wets? Is the track
Justin
wet?
Slim Friesen says, let's see what Google says. LOL.
Rick, don't be smacking your tail all over the place. Ooh, pink car. It's Phil. I've raced against him Friday, not for very long because I was taken out of the race, but... There he is again. Okay. Qualifying. Here we go, folks. Here we go.
Justin Slim Friesen says, WEC hypercars are not exclusively four-wheel drive, 4WD. The class consists of a mix of 4WD and rear-wheel drive, RWD, vehicles depending on the manufacturer's design. Justin Slim Friesen says, while some, like the Toyota GR010 and Ferrari 499P, use a hybrid front axle motor for 4WD, others, such as many LMDH cars and some LMH cars, are strictly RWD.
Okay, so maybe that's why I'm having such a hard time with the Toyota's rear in the corners, because it's four-wheel drive and I haven't figured out how to get that working.
Justin Slim Friesen says, 4WD operation. In hybrid-equipped 4WD cars, the front-mounted electric motor usually engages only above certain speeds, example 190 km per hour, to assist with traction and performance.
Yes. That I know. And yet it doesn't help me one bit. As to why I'm losing the rear 3/4 through a corner.
Justin Slim Friesen says, so, on slower corners it'll only be rear-wheel drive.
Yes. But on faster corners,
That time was a 2:01.
like 190 is not that fast. Like, that's probably going from third to fourth or fourth to fifth, depending on your gear ratio. And so that actually might be the reason why I lose it. Because as the front is taken over, I'm losing the rear.
Yeah. I can see that on a good amount of corners you'd be in rear-wheel drive when you first go on throttle, then it would shortly switch to four-wheel. Could feel odd for sure.
Lap 158.
So maybe that's why in certain corners I was losing the rear as the front was engaging. See, it's so confusing. I gave up. Think I'm gonna stick with the Peugeot. Maybe one of these days I'll be able to figure out the Toyotas and Ferraris, but for now, like, I got into it and got used to the Aston Martin and figured out my braking, which is not optimal but works for me.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I'd just take the AM. Don't want to be bothered with all that management. LOL.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's not forthcoming. There's an excavator and a tractor coming down the street here. Only in the country would you see an excavator riding on the road.
Time 158.
Don't you legally need to have it on a platform in a truck to haul it around? Once you get to wherever he's doing the work, and you load it off the platform and he goes onto the property that he's working at, not to mess up the road. Because that thing is on tracks, it's like a tank. It's gonna leave marks in the asphalt. What? I'm only 32nd? Oh my, and I'm expected to finish 36. What split did I end up in? I didn't check which split I was in. I kind of hate it. Just now getting my tires up to temperature.
Lap 157.31.
Also, hypercars, you can blow out the engine. Which I've never been able to do in the GT3 cars. Okay, let's see how much fuel I need for these laps.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
23 laps, 24 laps, so I need 12 laps worth of fuel. So pretty much 100%. Okay. Okay, that makes it easy. So if you don't fuel save and burn a lot of fuel, you might actually have to do 2 pits. In theory, there should be somebody behind me.
Formation lap has started.
Okay, seems he's starting from the pits. And the guy next to me is already on wet tires.
Justin Slim Friesen says, GLHF.
Thank you, I'm gonna need it.
Green flag, green flag.
230.16.
Come on, Phil, drive. Dang it. Almost ran into me there. Don't mind letting you go through, but leave room for me.
That time was a 2:00.68.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I keep seeing TC adjustments pop up. Not sure if you're aware of it.
Yeah, I am aware of it. I was saying that it did that a lot in the Ferrari. It's doing it on all the cars. And I don't know where that's coming from.
Spotter, radio check.
That time was a 1:54.69.
Okay, champ, your refuel window will open on lap 6. It'll close on lap 12.
Justin
On your
Slim
right.
Friesen says,
Clear
you sure
right.
you're not pressing a button while turning the wheel?
Nope. No buttons being pressed, pushed, whatever, whatsoever. And not only that, but the TCs are on encoders, so I actually would have to turn the dials. It's not just a button that I hit.
Flag, sector 2.
Justin Slim Friesen says, game glitch I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what where it's coming from. Really? It's starting to rain already on lap 4? Damn. Okay, I thought I could make it to at least lap 12 or 10 before we started having...
Your tires are cold. Watch out. Stay between the lines. Please, champ.
So this is going to be a
Don't be
two-stop
intimidated. Get behind
race.
Lap 155.
you. P27. There's a bit of drizzle starting.
Justin Slim Friesen says, change the MDF to the little I page. You can monitor
Incident
the
in
track
Sector
grip
2
there
is
if
yellow.
you like.
P29 is now on wet. Sector 2 is clear.
I can track the what? Track the grip. Man, stop confusing me.
P26 is now on wets.
On your right. Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
Okay, stay with him. Yellow flag. Green flag, Sector 3. Tiny bit of aero damage there. You probably won't even feel it.
156.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it, but that BMW did nick me in the rear.
Air temperature's falling. It's now 21 Celsius. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 2nd.
Wondering when would it be a good time to come in for tires. Maybe I can stay out one more lap.
The gap
Maybe
to
more.
P25 ahead is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds. Yellow flag.
Time 156.
P24.
7.
Justin Slim Friesen says, Safest thing to do is wait for the in-game engineer to give you the message to change tires.
Except I might not notice it. Hopefully crew chief will tell me though.
Sector 3 is clear.
Because it's not raining much, but it's getting slippery. But are people around me
Just as Slim
also
Friesen
on?
says, it's a rather
T23
large
is
one.
now on wet.
On the right-hand side.
But people in front of me and behind me are still on medium, so. Phil is catching up to me though again.
T25 is gaining on you. The gap's now. Yellow flag. Sector 3. You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. Green flag. Sector 3. Okay, champ. Pit window is open.
Justin Slim Friesen says, best to set up the pit stop already though.
Right side. Clear right.
Don't panic. Yellow flag in Sector 1.
Lap 159.
T25.
9.
The gap toe. T24. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds. Stay between the lines, please, champ. Okay, pit stop requested.
Car right. Clear right.
Sector 2 is yellow.
Dang, these cars are just banging into me.
We expect to exit the pits in position. The pit crew's ready. Watch your speed limit in the pits. Yellow flag, Sector 3. We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the white lines.
Left side.
Green flag, Sector 3.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Green flag, Sector 1. We think 5's on off. There's a car leading the pits. Heads up. Pay attention to track limits. Please, champ.
Time 2:12.48.
Ox in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ox now. Pit exits clear. Green flag, sector 2. We need to get some head into these brakes. Blue flag.
On your left.
Blue flag.
Clear left.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Not sure if this is an LMU, but to prevent the wets from overheating. Drive offline down the straights until the track is wet enough.
Blue flag. K29 is now on wets.
Car left. Clear left.
I think it
side,
is in
clear left.
LMU as well, but I think people have been saying that it doesn't make as much as a difference as it should. I just want to survive this race. Since my last race, I did not survive it. I was 20 minutes into the race as well,
Gap
so...
toe. K29. Ahead is increasing. It's now 8.6 seconds. Here. Yellow flag in sector 1. Looks like the leader's gone off.
We think we should consider dry tires, really? See, that makes no sense. The engineer needs to be fired. Surface is 12% wet, and it's gonna stay like that for a long time. Probably till the end of the race. Even though the rain might stop, the track is still wet. So unless you're really good at driving in the wet with dry tires,
Gap toe. Fowering. Behind is now 2.9. 1 lap ahead.
I don't recommend it.
The car heads pitting.
No, well, he has a drive-through.
Okay, champ. There's a car leaving the pits. Heads up.
Lap 203.30.
The leader is now on wets. Gap 2, P29. Behind is increasing. It's now 3.3. It stopped raining. Blue flag.
Yeah, it's not raining, but the track is still wet.
The leader's pitting now.
Lap
Is he putting on dries?
P28.
0.
In theory, I think... Oh, shit. I think I have enough fuel to get myself all the way to the end. Hopefully it doesn't go to 23 laps. And if only I could have waited one more lap. I don't think it'll go to 23 though.
Okay, champ, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. 20 minutes remaining. You got 20 minutes lefty. Gap 2,
Time
P28.
0.
P26, green flag, sector 1. We're halfway through. P23 is now on mediums.
Are we gonna have some more rain? Like, is it gonna start up again? Because it was supposed to rain halfway through the race and then lighten up and then stop. So we had it pretty early in this race.
Yellow flag.
But out of the
sector
5 things, there are 2 of them
one. The
that
car
have
ahead's
rain.
getting out. Green flag, sector 1.
Time 2, 0, 1.
P25.
Like, I'm struggling with grip even with wet tires here, so I don't see myself switching back to dries.
23rd place is now on mediums. P26 is now on mediums.
Are people switching back to mediums?
Yellow flag in Sector 1. Green flag, Sector 1. P25 is getting closer. The gaps come down to 3.4 seconds.
Are people go switching back to mediums getting into accidents in the first corner? Is that what's going on?
Lap 201.
Come on, man, keep pushing. P24.
Oh, what happened to Ifield, who was behind me? I got a bunch of BMWs and stuff catching up to me.
Champ, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
And I'm afraid that those medium tires are also catching up to me.
P26 is now on mediums.
I don't have any more new mediums, just the used.
You've got half your fuel left.
Okay. In case I do decide to go in for tires. I should probably change the fuel as well, though.
Right side. Still there.
Man, those BMWs are
Still there.
fast.
200.1.
Clear right.
P25, don't panic. You got time to sort this out.
Wasn't he the BMW that nicked me earlier?
Yellow flag, Sector 2. Green flag, Sector 1. Sector 2 is clear. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Green flag, Sector 3. I think fire's gone off. The gap to P23 ahead is increasing. It's now 1.7 seconds.
time was a
T23.
1:59.91.
We just had a warning for cutting the track. Incident in Sector 1st. Sector 1 is yellow.
I don't know what I should do. I kind of think that the track is dry now enough for mediums, but will it be worth it? Do I need a little bit of fuel? Should I start lifting and
Sector 1
coasting?
is clear. Okay, champ. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Come on, man. Keep pushing. The gap toe, T22. Ahead is increasing. It's now 4.0 seconds.
Time
You got about 4 laps of fuel left.
0.17.
Man, we are so close to that 23. I am so scared.
The Viking Simmer says, you might need an extra lap of fuel.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, so I should probably short shift and coast a little bit more. And try to keep my 20 some seconds.
Justin Slim Friesen says, yeah, looks like you'll be short 1, maybe 2 laps depending on where the leader is.
Gap toe, 22nd place. Ahead is increasing. It's now 7.2 seconds.
Well, the leader's got 17, so he needs to come in for fuel. So he won't be
Yellow
able to
flag in
continue
sector
his pace there.
Sector 1 is clear.
That time was
3 laps of fuel remaining.
2.53.
Man, is it gonna be close.
T20 is now on mediums. 23rd place is closing gap. It's now
Justin
8.1.
Slim Friesen says. And you've got slightly less fuel than BE. So take note.
Time 2:02.
P22. Okay, pit stop requested. Look out for the pit speed limit.
No! I don't want to come into the pits. I think I'm good. I don't think we're gonna go to 23.
Okay, champ. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. The pit crew is ready.
Dang it.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Enough fuel for 2 laps right now.
Which is 20 and 21, so I can't do 22.
The Viking Simmer says. More lift and coast.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna cut it for me.
Justin
When we exit
Slim
the pits,
Friesen
we
says.
should be in position.
Don't
29.
change tires
right
if you
behind.
pit.
P29.
Car left. Clear left.
Yeah, at this point, it's not gonna be worth it.
Okay, stay with him.
Time 2:08.27.
Dang it, had I stayed out
Alex,
one more
five.
lap, I would have been good.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I came in
Box
too
out.
early to put on the wets. But it was getting slippery and... Whoa! What happened here? Am I not in my zone? What's going on here? Why is the pit not working?
Justin Slim Friesen says. He only put in 18.
Why is it not working?
Justin Slim Friesen says. I assume you had it set to
The car
18%
behind's
B.
pitting.
Well, that's 2
minutes left.
laps.
2 minutes.
Oh, I need to put more?
The Viking Simmer says. They gave you fuel. Justin Slim Friesen says. Go. The Viking Simmer says. Go.
I'm confused. Well, that cost me an arm and a leg.
Watch your mirrors. There's a car approaching. Blue flag. B32 is now on mediums.
Like, why is it showing me my pit marker and not giving me... I'm confused.
Justin Slim Friesen says, you forgot to set the VE to like 25.
Why, they don't give you anything at 18? I only needed 2 laps. Do I need to come into the pits again?
Acknowledged. Pit stop requested. On exit, we should be in position. 32. Blue flag.
I'm confused here.
On your left, clear left.
Watch your speed.
Justin Slim Friesen says, no. Justin Slim Friesen says, day out.
Lap 3.
One more to go.
53.07.
Box.
Justin
in.
Slim
5,
Friesen says,
4,
oh well.
3,
I'm
2.
confused.
1. Box now.
I didn't get enough fuel, or I have enough fuel, or what?
Justin Slim Friesen says, that number is what they fill up to, not what you're adding to the tank. Justin Slim Friesen says, makes sense?
Yes, I know that, but I only needed 2 more laps, and I had like 1.6. So I don't know why they didn't give me more fuel. And somehow by magic, I have enough fuel to finish the race now? Like, I'm super confused.
Justin Slim Friesen says, if by magic you mean you were at a standstill for long enough to not need as much fuel. LOL. Justin Slim Friesen says, plus, they did add a small amount.
They did add us. Well, why didn't they remove the marker for the pit? And why didn't they, like, lift me up and lift me back down again?
He 31. Okay, it's over. Ah, bad luck, champ.
Man, that was really crappy.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I don't know. I swear they added 1%.
Well, that's about what I was missing. But they should have lifted me up and lift me back down and not keep the triangle there. Like, I thought I missed my spot and they didn't put any fuel and I'm just there waiting for them to grab me. That was really crappy. Really crappy. Had I stayed out for one more lap, though. At which lap did I come in? I probably am not going to be able to... where am I here? Okay, I'm on wets on lap 9. So I came in on, what, lap 8 to 9? At the end of lap 8, I came in. So I need to stay out for lap 9 and come in for lap 10. I'll know for Friday's game 2, I guess.
Justin
'Cause
Slim
that-
Friesen says. Rewound. You entered with 13%, they dropped you with 18%. So you were good, oh well, lesson learned.
Yeah, well, they didn't drop me because they didn't pick me up. That's what was confusing, is that that thing didn't leave. Usually it leaves when you're finished with the pits and you go out. I mean, okay, I'm not fighting for first place, but I don't like these kind of... Well, sometimes it'll do it and sometimes it won't. Sometimes your tracking TC will start flashing for no reason, but sometimes it doesn't. It's raining and you go in putting wet tires, but then it tells you that you should switch to dry tires. But it's raining, but they're telling you to put on dry tires. I mean, it's a great game, but man, oh man, is it frustrating going through these little bugs. But like you said, lesson learned. I'll know for Friday. Stay out if I can.
Justin Slim Friesen says. I guess if the stop is so short that the game can't animate the car lift in time, it doesn't clear the graphics. Odd, but now we know.
Yep, now we know. Like you said, lesson learned. We'll know for Friday's race. I just should have stayed out for one more lap, but it was getting very slippery. And a couple of cars were getting into scrapes. Okay, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. You know what I want to do? I want to have fun. Okay, nobody wants to have fun. I give up. Man, nobody wants to have fun. What is it with all this crappy crap stuff? And I can't even get out of this menu. I might need to reinstall the game. Oops. What's that? What's that? Got an email.
Justin Slim Friesen says. What? That wasn't fun? Justin Slim
No.
Friesen says. LOL.
LOL. No, it was not. It was fun. I was very happy with the race up until that thing there at the end. Oh, 42 of 38. Anybody want to join me for a race? in hypercars. I can't even get in here. And it's the only one. Can I join? You guys like my camo? I think I need to go a tad lighter on the orange. But none of my screens are exactly the same. So the colors are always different from one monitor to the next. I feel it's a little bit too orange and not enough yellow. It's just a little too dark on the yellow shade. And camel should be just a tad lighter. But I put a picture in Discord so you guys can look on whichever monitor and let me know. By the way, I need to order another monitor. Dang it. Mine died yesterday for the streaming PC. Is it not going to let me in? Is it already over? Did I miss the fun part? Why is everybody in the garage? Nope, 2 hours left to the practice. Oh, my car hasn't loaded up yet. Oh, 22 minutes left. Okay.
Justin Slim Friesen says, that counter is goofy. It doesn't show how many are in the server, it shows how many have been in as long as the server has been running. At least, that's what it seems like to me.
Ah, makes sense. Ooh, I got soft tires here. Really? I've never used soft tires. Do we have... Oh, tire warmers, man. This guy is great at hosting servers. Who has 15 minutes to warm up tires on a 30-minute race?
All clear on pit exit, you can push now. Let's get some heat into these brakes.
True that, though, I do need to get heat into the brakes.
Sector 2 is yellow.
This is way too fast for me. I can't drive at these speeds. I ain't no Russell or Norris. I ain't even a Lance Stroll,
Yellow
dang
flag
it.
in Sector 2.
Ooh, what was that wobble there at high speed?
Looks like the leader has gone off in it. Michelin chicane.
Was that
Blue
lag?
flag, green flag, Sector 2. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Green flag, Sector 3. Blue flag. Yellow flag.
Car right, clear right.
Yellow flag in Sector 3. Green flag, Sector 3.
This is crazy fun, but mostly crazy.
Green flag, Sector 2.
I can't drive at these speeds. Oop, see there's some wobble at high speed there. I don't know what that's coming from. Probably because this car doesn't have a rear wing.
Sector 3 is clear. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Looks like the leader's been in it. Unlock chicane. Green flag, Sector 1. Leader has just done a 327.7. Yellow flag. Green flag, Sector 3.
Car left, clear left.
Yellow flag in Sector 1.
See, I'm right around the 190 there, and with the Toyota, I would lose it. Because I don't know the settings
Yellow flag in Sector 3.
to not lose the rear there.
Green flag, Sector 3. Sector 2 is yellow. 15th place set. We think 5 has gone off. Green flag, Sector 2.
I don't know how to drive these cars. They are so fast.
Yellow flag in Sector 2. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Green flag, Sector 2. Looks like fire's gone off.
Justin Slim Friesen says,
Green flag,
I miss
Sector
driving
3.
these, but they've been completely ruined by the regulations for me.
Just put a blindfold and get into it.
Yellow flag.
It makes no sense driving at these speeds. Feel like a grandpa saying, folks,
Green flag,
buckle up,
Sector 3.
drive safe, and don't do what I'm doing.
Green flag,
A
Sector
car
1.
is just transportation from A to B. Go to work, do your groceries, buy whatever needs you need. Stay away from boys and girls. Don't hang out in bars.
You're locking your left front into
Go
Indianapolis.
to church, meet a good girl, a good boy, churchgoers. Because driving these cars
Yellow
will
flag,
send you
sector
straight to Lucifer.
Green flag, sector 1.
Go straight to hell, do not pass go.
Yellow flag in sector 1. We think P2's been in. Then lock chicane. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Sign 3.
Incident in sector
Just
sector.
as Slim
Sector 2
Frozen says.
is yellow. Okay,
New
champ. You got about
hypercars
4
have
laps
the
of fuel
power to
left.
change
6.
lives, lol.
Sector 1 is clear. Green flag, sector 2.
Born again Christian, yep. You know what? I used to be a Christian, but now I go by the name of Christina.
Green flag, sector 3. Yellow flag.
Justin Slim Friesen says. LOL.
Green flag, sector 2. Yellow flag in sector 3. Sector 2 is yellow.
See the madness that
Green
happens
flag,
when you
sector
drive
3.
these
Green
cars?
Flag, sector 2.
But see, the Peugeot is a lot of fun. And I never would have thought of even trying it out if I had not seen Larson driving it around
Yellow
last
flag in
night.
sector 3. We think 5 has gone on. Green flag, sector 3. Okay, champ. We need to watch these track limits. Sector 2 is yellow. We think 5 has been in. Tetra Rouge. Green flag, sector 2. Yellow flag in sector 3. Incident in sector 1st. Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 3 is clear. You're locking your right front into Mulsanne. Green flag, sector 1. Sector 3 is yellow.
Yeah, I'm not locking these up as much as one would
Looks
think.
like the leader's gone off. Yellow flag in sector 1. Green flag, sector 3. Green flag, sector 1. Yellow flag in sector 1. Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. We think 5 has been in Indianapolis. Green flag, sector 3. Green flag, sector 1. You got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go.
Lap 3, 4, 1.18.
Sector 2 is yellow. We're seeing right front locking into a green flag. Sector
This is
2.
gonna give me so many bad habits driving the GT3s.
Justin Slim Friesen says. A long time ago I saw a video from Emery where she said this car was the best hyper in the game for her. Both for consistency and single lap pace.
The Peugeot? Really? Okay. I don't know who Emery is,
Yellow
but
flag in sector 3.
seems like she was having fun with this car. It's a blast to drive, honestly. Compared to what I was doing in the Toyota.
Justin Slim Friesen says, specifically the wingless Peugeot.
Yeah, specifically. That's what I have, the wingless.
Sector 2 is clear. Green flag, Sector 3. Looks like a Lear's been in Indianapolis. Sector 3 is yellow.
All I'll say, it's a lot of fun.
Okay, champ, you got half your fuel left. Sector 2 is yellow. Yellow flag in Sector 1.
Not sure how good at avoiding accidents this car would be. I'd be flipping through the air and would be like, was I supposed to avoid that?
Track limits. Yellow flag, Sector 3. The bodywork's in pretty bad shape. I might need to fix that.
Yeah, it's in pretty bad shape. I wanted to know if I could take it in 7th gear. And you can. But I don't have enough braking power to make it before the end. But it's a lot of fun. Come on, guys. Get into hypercars and rejoin the league. Let's have some fun for a couple of weeks. It's only an hour a week. Want me to make you a livery? For one of these cars? Let me know, because I think that's what I'm going to go and do here. I like the camel. It's pretty. We've had a lot of fun.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I can't see myself ever really putting time into hypers if I'm being honest.
Well, we're not talking about putting time.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
Other than an hour a week. Look how much fun it is, though. It's crazy. It's too crazy. I want to see if Viking changed his thing. He probably didn't because he was on his phone at an appointment. It looks weird without a rear wing. Looks like it has a mohawk or something. But I was surprised how much fun it is to drive. Like, I did the Valkyrie, and it's not a bad car. But I got this one set up the way that I like it. Like, could you see me throwing it in the corners and braking late and all kinds of stuff? And I was still on the track. I actually made a Gundam. You guys might not know what Gundams are, but I made a Gundam livery for this. Because I thought the Mohawk reminded me of that. But I didn't like it. It didn't look nice. Okay, so drivers. Let's look at the drivers. So, okay, Viking did not change his... Viking's still racing in GT3s. Well, do you want me to make you a livery for the Valkyrie, just in case you change your mind with your paint schemes, colors and stuff? Maybe it'll tempt you to grab it. Although the Valkyrie is already a shade of green, theoretically. It's just not the same. Man, I was having fun. It's crazy fast. It's way too fast.
Slim Friesen says, "Do I want you to? Not really. But if you want to, be my guest."
Okay, I want to. Okay, folks, well, we're gonna stop this here because I gotta work on some liveries. I gotta make my own because I do like this camel one, but I'll make one for my YouTube channel. And I'll make one for Justin here, Mr. Justin. Maybe it'll tempt him to come and do a few laps.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Alright. Later."
Laters, everybody. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe because it really helps out us little content creators. And, yep. See you later on this evening, folks. Bye for now.